Hello, welcome to Sandy Ainley. I hope each one of you are well. Today just to say, I'm not a person who has converted into any Arabic style of life and religion, etc. However beautiful, I think anything to do with people who are day-to-day so-called correct people, I think that to be an Arabic person of such nature is beautiful, in my opinion, beautiful. However, that's not who I am. I simply just am wearing this scarf as a result of the fact that a lady placed a load of oil in my hair today, and I do not so wish for that oil to go all over my furniture, etc., so to speak. Yes. I so wish to say that there's a lady who you might know from YouTube called Kaya Simons, and I don't mind saying there's quite a lot of, does one say controversy? I don't know whether one puts it in such a manner, correctly speaking. However, certainly some talk on subject of this lady, Kaya Simons, and the lady's husband. Forgive me if I'm incorrect, please. The lady's husband. Now, I'm not one to judge easily, and I am not going to judge this situation because I do not know the truth. I have been known to follow Kaya's YouTube channel, not religiously, so to speak, however, a type of an informal look. I joined in a live chat on about, well, more than one occasion probably, and Kaya was very loyal and seemed loyal to each person that contacted Kaya's YouTube channel for the live performances. Here comes the actress in me saying performances. And to me, Kaya seemed and seems pleasant. I certainly haven't witnessed anything different to that. Aside from, forgive me if I'm incorrect, please, Kaya sticking up for, so to speak, Kaya's, forgive me if I'm incorrect, please, husband, who again, forgive me please if I'm incorrect, has done some illegal behaviour with an underage person, and Kaya stands up for that gentleman and blames the child involved. Now, if all of that is accurate, then I'm completely and utterly appalled. And the reason as to why is because that's where abuse starts, with that type of attitude. And one needs to rise above in order to behave correctly. One doesn't just automatically do something correctly without thinking. And any form of illegal behaviour towards an underage child, any form, is not the fault of the child. Full stop. So if that is all correct and all those detail are accurate, then Kaya and the husband, forgive me if I'm incorrect, please, husband, deserve each little bit of negative attention that they're receiving. I say negative attention is positive if all is accurate that I've said today concerning this matter, because maybe from being exposed in this manner it may help out and teach the two of them that it's unacceptable. That is if all I've said is accurate. Only. Please don't misunderstand me. My life has not been hunky-dory. However, one point with me is I rise above behaviour-wise. I don't believe in blaming a child for anything. It is always, I repeat, always the adult who is responsible. Once a person is a teenager, then that person is starting to have a taste of what it might turn out to be like to be a full-grown adult, so to speak. And that is the reason as to why a parent is so-called the one looking after the child. The child is totally and utterly innocent and is in a position where the child is defenseless. And that is a very vulnerable position to be in, being a child. And that each child in the world is really very much an easy target. And it is the parent who is responsible, the so-called adult. And there is no excuse for abusing a child, any form of abuse. And it most certainly is not the child's fault. So if that is what they're saying, then they are talking absolute and total BS. Full stop. I also, when I hear this type of situation taking place, and forgive me, please, if it's not information that's accurate, I'm full of empathy for the child involved, or the children involved. When I was a child, I had some very good times. I had some not very good times. And very sadly, I was in a relationship when I got older and I was abused. However, I was still young, very young. In my opinion, very young. And I have had to learn to try to forgive. And I've succeeded. And it's very emancipating for me, I don't mind having said. And thank goodness for me forgiving. It's not easy. And it's not easy to not forgive either. In fact, it's harder to not forgive. Certainly for me, anyway. So, Kaya Simons was someone I greatly enjoyed watching. And is someone who obviously has a very positive side, because to me the lady was most intelligent and entertaining in the nicest possible manner, before any misunderstanding takes place and I receive comment after comment of what one's assumption might be of what I meant. And I so wish to say that if all is accurate in what I have been commenting this time on subject of Kaya Simons and Kaya's gentleman, if all is accurate, then yes, it's between Kaya and the gentleman and the courts, etc., whoever may be involved or may not be involved. However, unfortunately, when one has such a history, yes, of course people are going to be put off. I don't know if you believe in the saying, a leopard doesn't change spots. I've been maybe lucky that I happen to have quite a good nature. I am a kind type of person when somebody else who really is helpless and an easy target. I do know that I can be very empathetic in my response most of the time. Some people are not, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, is there any such thing? I mean, yes, there is. There is a type of person who is not a well-meaning, not a kind, empathetic, insightful and honest person. Please don't misunderstand me. I have my moments. However, I am basically a loving, caring person. What do I mean by basically? I mean I am a loving, caring person. Largely. Mostly. Very much so. And I can't expect everybody else to be the same. And I don't expect it. There are many nice people. Many nice people. And unfortunately, that's not all the world. Sometimes I just think to myself, what is all this for? Sinead O'Connor. Forgive me, please, if I've pronounced the lady's name incorrectly. I mean, this lady just seemed to have a heart of gold, if that was a good enough, is a good enough, was a good enough, really, comparison to what type of heart Sinead O'Connor had. And it just seems to me that life and love was so unfair to Sinead. So I just so wish to have some time of silence, please. Just for myself, anyway. And if you so wish to join, please do. Just to have a thought for Sinead O'Connor. About 20 seconds from now. Okay, so thank you very much. And what came to my mind when I thought of Sinead was what a beautiful singing voice the lady used to have. And also what a beautiful looking person the lady was. In my opinion, a beautiful looking. To me, each person is beautiful looking. However, for me personally, I found Sinead really very striking to look at. And also, I loved this strong person that the lady seemed to be. And also, sadly, very vulnerable person, very troubled person. And my heart reaches out to the people who were are related to Sinead O'Connor. And there's nothing that can really change what the family and close friends of the late Sinead O'Connor must be feeling right now. And I, a total stranger, of course, it's gonna have no difference what I say. But what I can say, or however, what I can say to the general public who are not people who knew Sinead, so to speak, is please give space to the people who were close to Sinead O'Connor. And please respect and honour this lovely late lady. Please, if you wouldn't mind it, only. So on that positive note, I bid you a good night. Take care, please. Lots of love.